It was OSU got out-coached, outplayed.
Lucas Raymond is also from Sweden, so he's an anytime goal scorer for one of those 2 games they have in Sweden. So I don't know which one it is, but it's going to be one of the 2. So lock that.
This doesn't make any sense. I was pissed. Fumble recovery happened. I'm going to be honest, I turned off the game. Like, check back in. That was a fine.
D-backs here, baby. Come on.
They're walking up to the table blind. I'm betting fucking blind.
Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of Sharp Sports Network. The fellas are back on another Wednesday evening to hit you with playoffs, and more playoffs. They're kicking, they're here, they're in full swing. And we were prepared to do the grand finale of basketball last, and we still are, because that's going to be the most exciting. So we got to move hockey to second. So we got to start with baseball. I know, I'm sorry. I don't make the rules, I just play the game. So, baseball is what we're going to start with, and there's a lot of things that are going on in the baseball world as well. It's not playoff material, but we still got some things to talk about. So, alrighty. So, first things first, to kick off the world of baseball. I don't know if it really means anything, but a lot of things that would come in the world of baseball might not mean anything in a grand scheme of things, but we talk about them because they're interesting and they're funny. So, let's start with that. When it comes to the Toronto Blue Jays, and more importantly, Bo Bichette, he made headlines for reasons that I don't really know if I would say they're good. He made headlines for blasting a 110-mile-per-hour ball at a woman's face in the front row. Her name was Liz. Liz went on to post a picture of the ginormous bump that appeared over her eye that she got from the 110-mile-per-hour ball that got clocked to the dome. And she tweeted at the Blue Jays saying, "Hey, this happened in the 3rd inning. I stayed for the entire game. I feel like I should get something." Basically saying, can I get a Bo Bichette ball? Can I get a Bo Bichette bat? Like, I feel like I should get something here, right?
Bro, the size of that lump, too.
Yeah.
Massive.
That was a significant, blow to the dome that she took.
I think that was the whole ball. The whole ball directly to the forehead.
So,
Yes, bro.
after that, the Toronto Blue Jays they've yet to reach out. Now, this all just happened. But before the Blue Jays have reached out, Topps, who makes MLB batting cards, they make the cards for all the athletes, has made 110 copies, because she got hit with a 110-mile-per-hour ball, of Topps batting cards for Liz McGuire. This is the card. Liz McGuire. And it says, "Fan who got hit with 110-mile-per-hour foul ball and took it like a champ." So she got 110 cards out of it.
That is hilarious. Getting a baseball, but did she get all 110 of them?
Yes, she did. All 110 copies were given to Liz.
I was going to say, are those you got to buy some bonus packs, try to find it? How do I get my hands on one?
And they swing with Liz.
Yeah, they gave her 110 for the heater.
99 overall.
So, the Blue Jays, I feel like they'll probably reach out and give her a Bo Bichette ball or something. But hey, she got 110 fucking baseball cards out of it, of her. So maybe there is a silver lining to getting domed in the face.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that the ball hit her, I don't know if you saw the video, but it hit her through the screen, in the front row, right? So the ball went back onto the field. So there was no way she got to keep the ball or anything. No, they took that ball and threw that bitch back in the dugout. So it really was just a bad case scenario.
So you're telling
for
me
Liz.
This ball was flying at 110, went to the netting, pushed the netting, beamed her.
Well, also she was.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't. I was gonna say a lot of people are like, "What's the point of the netting?" And then they
I'm
watch the
like-
video and we're like, oh.
See, in my head, I'm thinking that
No,
that's
she was not leaning back at her.
a little
chair
more
and-
than 110.
She was like going for the ball, like looking, and the ball found her. And
And then went back like that. That's painful.
yeah, so I guess there was a silver lining, but I mean, if you're Liz, I would still want a little more. That's a giant fucking gash. I'm sorry. I mean, a bump. All right. Next thing to talk about is the Texas Rangers, the defending World Series champions, have officially fallen to 24-25. It is the first time that they are under 500 since Bruce Bochy has taken over the team last year. That was his first full season. And I am not here to talk about, oh, the Rangers are playing bad baseball. The Rangers are playing this. No, I want to talk about this because the reason why they're under 500 is they have 17 players on the IL in the MLB. These aren't minors, and 17 fucking players from the MLB roster on the IL. And
Yeah.
that is an absurd number of players to have hurt all at one time.
Are these all
very
batters,
rare.
or is this just in total?
This is in total right now. They currently have 17 players on the IL on their MLB roster.
Yeah, because the Crown, they got a lot of injuries.
Yeah. So, just wanted to talk about that really quickly because the Texas Rangers are in a bad spot, not necessarily from something that they can control, but just from a
They can
circumstance
control
it's insane. Or maybe your trainers are bad. I don't know.
They're not stretching enough.
That I was gonna say, or maybe there's a reason why everyone's getting hurt, and you need to look into that a little bit.
This is reminding me of who's that team, football world that just always seems to be dying. Everyone's always getting injured. I'll come back to you guys when it hits.
I
my
want to help
memory
you so bad because I know what you're talking
no
about. But I can't
idea.
think of them.
Who I'm talking about right now. I can't think of the team.
The
Sorry. I
Giants?
fucked it up. Yeah, Giants are always broken, always injured. Something's always happening. Trainer messed up Tyrod. It's an interesting place.
Yeah. Next thing we have another week, another City Connect, and people fucking hate it. We're really getting worse here. I'm not gonna lie. First year of the City Connects, W. Second year of the City Connects, some W's, some L's. Third year of the City Connect, it's a fucking L right now. So the St. Louis Cardinals released their City Connects. These are not spring training jerseys. These are City Connect uniforms. Just want to warn you.
No. I'm not mad at them.
They interviewed Mason Wynn, top rookie on the St. Louis Cardinals, about the uniform. Mason Wynn could not keep a straight face, broke into laughter, and said, "Well, they're City Connects, that's for sure." So,
Show me it again.
I think this is a case of the last team we talked about. They were afraid, so they went with the simple, just throw it out there. This is the same jersey we always make. But
I am not gonna lie, I kind of fuck with it.
like it's just super simplistic. I feel
Very.
like who did we just talk about last week that did this same simple as connectors?
Cleveland.
Yes, I feel like it's just the same thing as that. They just went the simple route. Didn't want any. They didn't think they were doing that bad just because it was that simple.
Yeah. Well, what they did is they said we already have this jersey in our spring training collection, so all we have to do is make a new hat. This is the jersey I watched them wear in spring training. It is. The jersey is the same. The only thing that's different is the hat. The hat says STL and it's not a bird. That's the only difference. I'm not sitting here saying it's a bad jersey. I'm just saying these motherfuckers took something that was already there and just said these are now going to be our City Connects. So here's my question. I'm not mad at this, okay? Do you know how when the NFL would do Color Rush, it would basically just be every team had an alternate jersey, and no matter if you wore any type of alternate jersey, they would call it a Color Rush in Madden for like 2 years, right? Is this a situation of any team that now comes out with an alternate jersey because they don't have a City Connect jersey, we have to call it their City Connect? Because I feel like that's what we saw with Cleveland, and that's what we're seeing with St. Louis. It's just an alternate jersey, but they have to call it a City Connect because they don't have a City Connect jersey. And all 30 teams apparently need to have one by the end of the Nike deal. So that's what I think it is.
Yeah, it might just be them trying to force out the ends of the deals, like artists putting out trash albums to get out of a record deal.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, hey, we'll give you this. We'll change the color scheme on this. Or like the Yankees, when they changed their road jerseys and did two little things, that's probably what they're gonna do for City Connects. It's gonna be like their home jerseys, but no pinstripes, and everyone's gonna. It's like they're not gonna do anything crazy.
They're gonna break everyone's brain when they do white jersey, double pinstripes. It's gonna look.
What is it gonna go this way?
There's twice as many pinstripes.
There's
Like
just twice as many
or
pinstripes.
like all lines.
You could barely see the white in between the
It's
black.
like a blur. It just looks like a blur across
Exactly.
the jersey.
It'll look like a barcode, pretty much like a barcode.
Yeah.
It'll just be.
Why not just put a barcode on there? Just make it a giant barcode.
Because then it's got to scan something.
Well, make it scan something.
The jersey.
Yes, it takes you to MLBshop.com and you buy the fucking jersey. That's it. That's what you do, Yankees. Listen to us. We're spitting fucking facts at you, man. The marketing team better take notice. Right to the shop. All right. One more thing. Yes. One more thing in the world of MLB. We didn't do this last year, and I meant to do this last year, and then I completely forgot about it. And then we got to the midway, and then it was already too late. So we are a quarter season through in the MLB. And I think that because the MLB season is so many fucking games, you got to break this down a little bit into stretches and into quarters like we do. So, quarter season awards. As of right now, me and Jesse are going to give you, yes, our Cy Young, our MVP, and Rookie of the Year. Yes, we are. We're going to do this at the midway point, and then we're also going to do it at the end of the year. I wanted to do it last year, and I completely forgot, and I just think it would be fun. Tyler, do you want to join? You are free to participate.
The very, very way too early picks. Sure.
Yeah, quarter season. We are officially a quarter season through in the MLB. All right. We'll start with the hardest one of the three, and that would be Rookie of the Year. Actually, no, it's not. Give me Shota Imagana. Shota's Rookie of the Year right now. I mean, his ERA just got lowered under 1. It's now at 0.78. He is now the lowest ERA through 9 starts in MLB history. Yeah, give me Shota Imagana for Rookie of the Year.
I can respect that. You know, I think I'm going to.
Gee, I wonder what team you're going to pick for. I guarantee it's not your favorite team that currently has 3 Rookie of the Year contenders.
No, none of them am I going to be the one that I choose because they might be rookies. But like you said, you know, they're not leading any of the statistics really. So, like, I'm going to give it to Imanaga because it's just doing something historic. I have a different Cy Young.
Okay, I thought you were going to give it to Colton Cowser. I'm going to be honest. That's what I thought you were
going to be honest. Cowser's been playing great ball, but Gunnar Henderson started off playing good ball. I mean, great ball. Now he just plays
worried.
So I want to see it fully work out.
All right. Well, hey, then with that, we'll just keep it on you for Cy Young.
Right now, gonna have to give it to the man who is 9-0.
I think we have the same Cy Young. Actually, I don't know. You might. Wait. NL or AL?
NL.
Okay, I know who you got.
The left-handed menace. Giving it to Ranger Suarez because he has been spectacular. No, not much walking. Whole lot of Ks. Whole lot of wins.
Yeah. Last start, 10 strikeouts.
He's pitched the most innings. He's doing great. And I think he's doing side.
Instead of arguing your pick, I'm just going to counter it with the American League. With Tarik Skubal. Same numbers, same ERA, leading the AL in strikeouts by, I believe, 40.
Yeah, until he
Today,
fucking
he had the
lost.
opportunity to lower his ERA to the first, and I don't think he did because Kansas City finished with like 10 runs. So,
8.
yeah. So I don't think that happened, but I would just counter it with saying American League Screwball, National League Suarez, because I don't disagree with anything you're saying. And then final thing, MVP. I hate to say this. I'll start it, but I have two, and they're both from the Dodgers. I got Mookie and I got Shohei. Those are the two that in my head are front runners for MVP.
It sounds right when you say it out loud.
Like Kyle Tucker in the American League, don't get me wrong. He's leading in home runs. He's leading in RBIs. He's leading in batting average. Like, I can make a case for Kyle Tucker, but it's hard.
You know, I definitely see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I mean, you're a Shohei guy, so I feel like you were
now
going to be like,
go to Ohtani. Right now, go to Ohtani. But I don't know. It's not fair because he's DHing. Mookie Betts is out here doing great fielding from the shortstop.
that's true. First-year shortstop as well.
Like, it's Ohtani because he's smacking it, but he's only doing half the things he normally does. So can he really? I don't know.
Will it be Ohtani based off of popularity right now? Yes. Off of who I think deserves it more, I give it to Mookie. But
Let's give it to Freddie Freeman.
argue in the comments. I don't give a shit.
Freddie
Argue
Freeman.
in the comments.
Hey, if it was anything like the NBA with the whole Luka thing, it'll be Ohtani.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You'll just give it based off of the
Ohtani.
most popular guy, yeah. And he went back to back. Oh my god.
No.
Jokic won it 3 times in a row. Can you fucking believe it? Because they don't want to give it to fucking Luka Doncic because for some reason this man can literally drop 60 fucking points per game and he still won't win the MVP. And now when I'm starting, I'm not going to
Let's slow down. Let's slow down. I know what you mean, but we see a player average 60 and he doesn't get MVP. The streets will burn.
I'm just saying, it just feels like at this point, it doesn't matter what this man could do. It's like he fucked Adam Silver's daughter, and this man is like, no matter what, I don't care. You will never win MVP. And there's like something behind the scenes that we don't know about.
See, with the numbers that Luka's been putting up, I wouldn't put it past him that he just.
You know what I mean? Like there's something
in.
behind the scenes that's going on. Like,
It doesn't add
has to
up.
be. There's no fucking
It doesn't.
way. All right.
Yeah, it has to be a Dodger.
You're going to
because-
make us talk about basketball now?
You want to know what's something crazy that I just realized?
What?
The Dodgers have played about, I'll give you the exact number. The Dodgers have played 51 games. And in those 51 games, they have had 1,730 at-bats. Now you might wonder, Jesse, what does that even mean a lot? How many teams are close to them? I'll tell you. The next team is the Padres, 1726, which is only 4 less. Yes. But they also have 262 runs, and that same team is at 229. They be hitting boomers.
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to be a Dodger player.
I agree. And before we get, because I do not want to go into basketball, I'm really trying to save that for last, and I understand Luke isn't here. So there is some college football. That now it seems like the perfect time to drop. Really quickly, a lot of things. Actually, there's 10 things that were announced for, we talked about last week, EA College Football 25. Tyler, I think you're going to want to hear some of these things. We have some good things, but we also have some bad things. We can't get everything. We got really blessed with the amount of things that we got last time that we were due for some not gonna gets. So let's start with the not gonna gets. It has been confirmed that you will not be getting no mascot mode, no college game day or ESPN scoreboard, and there will be no crossplay for online dynasty modes, and there will be no BCS option in dynasty. Those are the no's.
All right,
Okay.
let's start there. I am totally okay with everything that just came out of your mouth.
I'm not.
All right, Jesse, what are you not okay with?
How dare you come out with a video game in 2025 where we can't play with the other console? Shame on you. We should be past this. Now you're still starting arguments.
It's only one mode.
Yeah, I know, but it's a fun mode.
But it's the mode you want to use.
It's the mode I want to make sure my Xbox homies know you're still beneath me.
For those who don't know, Dynasty mode is Ultimate Team, so essentially they're saying you can't do crossplay Ultimate Team. Suck it, okay?
Yes,
there's other good things, okay? And I'm about to tell you fucking a couple of them.
Yeah, I'm almost 99% sure the Dynasty mode was when you like chose a team, and then everyone else chose a team, and then you had like a league. It's not Ultimate Team.
Yeah, it's not Ultimate Team. It's like Road to.
What did they call their Ultimate Team? They didn't call it Ultimate Team.
You choose Michigan State, and then Jesse.
What did they call their Ultimate Team? Do you remember?
Probably Ultimate Team.
No, it wasn't Ultimate Team. That's why I'm trying to
Team
remember.
Builder?
Maybe because it was so long ago. That's why I can't fucking remember. But
they didn't have Ultimate Team when they.
That would also probably be why.
That wasn't a thing.
Now let's get to the good things. Good things that we have. 5-star players will play completely different than 1-star, 2-star, and even 3-star players. That's huge because that means that it's not just okay.
Good. I mean, look, stars should matter.
That's what I mean. Like it actually means something. There will be custom playbooks. Okay, so they're calling it Ultimate Team. Got you.
Dynasty is indeed being a coach.
Got you. Okay. There will be custom playbooks for every single team. The game will run much faster than Madden. So, Jesse, I know you said you wanted to run different than Madden. It is confirmed that it is going to be running much faster than Madden.
Because this is our first true next-gen sports game. Every other game's been compatible with the last gen. This one's only on PS5 and Xbox One.
And the last two things that we have is there will be almost double the equipment that there is in Madden, and helmets may get knocked off on big hits.
All that I'm hearing is they're doing it right. They're doing it right. They're still doing it right. I just need to actually see the game and play it now.
Yeah, it's like just teasing you, just continuously.
That's exactly what it is.
But you know what? At the end of the day, that's exactly what they should be doing because we've been waiting 10 years. It's here. They've made the game. They are now basically like, we can fucking tease you. It's here. But yet they won't drop a gameplay trailer. So just fucking gameplay trailer and we'll shut up. We'll be good boys and girls.
But at the same time, if it ain't ready yet, don't drop it because don't do that.
Nah. Give me what you got right now because if it ain't done and you're telling me it's coming out 2 weeks later and you still don't got a trailer put together, we have an issue. I feel like a trailer should be done for a game that has less than a month to come out. You know what I mean?
I mean, I get that. Yeah, I'm also trying to find the other thing. Speaking of college football, did you guys see the Penn State renovations?
No.
That's what I'm trying to pull those up real quick. $170 million renovations to Penn State's football stadium.
It's crazy how much money is in college football compared to like major football of NFL. You can do it.
I'm going. I just said F it. Penn State football renovations.
Here's the thing about
Got it. Oh, I said 170 million? Yeah, 700 million. My bad. Little bit of a fucking difference there. Just a little bit. So, $700 million renovations for Beaver Stadium. Now, they have initially come out with saying that most of the renovations will be for the outside of the stadium, not the interior of the stadium, which is what a lot of people were worried about. And right now, all the renderings and pictures you see are just fancy glass outside the stadium, but they're trying to make it look a lot more high techy, a lot more
Allegiant
stainless
Stadium.
steel glass, a lot more futuristic in the stance of a more next gen type of stadium in terms of the classic college type of, you get what I'm saying? That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make their whiteouts look even better on ESPN. Okay. Is Luke here? Please tell me Luke's here, because I'm trying to do basketball last. Fuck, can we do hockey next, please? I beg of you.
I don't know why it matters so much to you personally.
It's the it's I know me and Jesse have the most to say about basketball, which is why I want to save it for last, because I know we just
Shit, I could talk about hockey.
That's what I'm saying. We can talk about hockey right now.
We can talk about ball.
All right, you know what? I'm a nice guy. So
This is
we'll
gonna
talk about ball.
hey,
I'm
this
a
is gonna
nice
give him
guy.
some.
You're welcome, Luke.
This is
Talk about basketball.
You know what? Put your
You
emotions.
better come in with high energy.
Put your
If he
emotions
comes
in your
mad,
hat
I'm gonna be
and
pissed.
make it tighter. I'm not trying to hear your blabber anymore. Let's just roll the
I
vibe.
don't like the way the flow of the basketball picks are going. Because back-to-back games, it is going to be split 2-2.
All right. Yes! Let's go! Fuck yeah! God is good. We're doing hockey.
I think that, you want me to be completely honest?
Yeah.
Last time
Some room between the legs. 13:57 in the third.
Yeah.
Speaking of Connor,
Heads Capitals,
Get
tails
to the
Devils.
garbage some must. Speak on the top of my brothers
Hell.
in blood. None of these niggas be trust. We cannot question, you know what it was. Know what you going for us. These niggas back 'cause I'm putting in work. Like I speak fluent in Rush. Did you catch that?
Can't make that up, man.
Alright, Luke,
What's up, Luke? How's it going?
Yo.
first of all, nice hat.
Dylan was trying so hard to go into hockey, but then he was like, "Please tell me Luke's here," and I was like, "He's not here." So I started rolling basketball, and then as soon as I started rolling basketball, he hopped in.
So it was just great timing by your part. Thank you.
Not done, Luke.
The floor is yours.
Nice hat, Luke.
Oh yeah, I do like that hat.
Second of all,
Thank you.
I see the guns are blazing.
It's hot.
Yes.
My work truck has no AC.
Damn.
I'm enjoying the AC in my house.
I bet you are. And 3. Just rolling into this. Just rolling into this puck, man. Can't wait to
Alright.
go puck with you.
Well, we got to talk about the game 7 that happened Monday. It's quite, the score looks good. The game wasn't good. It was actually kind of shocking. The Edmonton Oilers won 3-2 to win the series to move on to play Dallas. But they were kind of getting outplayed by Vancouver in the first period. But if you looked at the shots total, you wouldn't think that. Not even a little bit. Because in the first period, the Oilers outshot them 13-2. And I'm going to be honest, halfway through the second, they still only had like 2 to 3 shots. It's not till Edmonton started scoring where they started to turn up the heat after they're already up 2-0. They started just, all right, we have a lot of time on attack. Maybe we should try and shoot the puck.
When they scored their second goal to make it 2-0, the shots were 22-4.
Yes. And then the face off at center ice, as soon as the puck dropped, you saw urgency from the Canucks. Mostly urgency to get the puck on net, because you can't score in hockey if you don't shoot the puck on net.
The more you know.
And they
There's
were
a lot.
50%. They were 50%.
They're like, oh my God, it was so annoying. They had so many good opportunities, but they would miss the net. They had a mini breakaway and they had a goal, but his stick hit the goalie's toe of the pad, and the puck just fluttered on past the net and missed the net. That wasn't even a shot on net. It was absolutely embarrassing.
Last
even
10
though
minutes
they-
of the third period, yeah. No, that's what you're about to say. But last
Yeah.
10 minutes of the third period, they tried to make it a game.
They
Yeah.
did.
It was too late.
Because, usually, I mean, game 7, you try to win.
You think?
You try to score. You don't just try and
Back to
control
that
the
again.
puck in the offensive zone, even though that usually results in more shots on net. But apparently that wasn't their game plan in the first half of the game. But I guess it finally worked out in the third period because they got 2 goals to make it 3-2, but a little fucking too late because that was with less than 10 minutes left to go. And they made it a 1-goal game with less than 5 minutes to go. And
I want to
then they
ask you.
didn't
I
do
want to ask
shit.
you a question, Luke, because you are a hockey guy on the podcast. I saw a lot of people on Twitter. Once it became 3-1, 3-2, they were like, "Oh, here we go. Here's McDavid and Draisaitl blowing another fucking playoff series, choking it. Here we go again." Was that ever running through your mind, or were you like, "Nah,
That was only running through my mind before the game started.
okay"?
I thought about it. I was like, yeah, but then I was like, how the Canucks have been playing and how this game's going. They're not coming back. I don't care if they make it a 1-goal hockey game or not. It's just not going to happen. I mean, like, oh my God, this was a frustrating game to watch if you wanted the Canucks to win.
I'm not gonna lie. I was
Jesse, you wanted the Canucks to win.
Skinner for the Oilers was playing out of his fucking mind for the shots he did get.
even game 6 when it was 1-1 and they proceeded to get 4 unanswered goals scored on them. I was like, wow, losing a 5-1 game 6 really makes me feel like you have no chance for a game 7. Then I proceeded to watch them score 3 goals on you, which in reality you just had 7 straight goals scored on you by the same team. You've done nothing.
Jesse, the problem is they came out and played that first period like they just got like they were embarrassed that they got beat 5-1, and then they just didn't shoot the puck on net.
It was crazy.
It hit the net.
It was crazy.
It was getting blocked. They were just straight up missing the net. They wouldn't shoot the puck.
Hey, and to top it off, their goalie Silos kept making crazy save after crazy save. And I was
Crazy
like,
save.
"Oh my God, bro, this poor fucking goalie."
Bro, he made like 3 or 4. Dylan, he made like 3 or 4 like insane saves that could go up for contender for best saves of the
And
postseason.
imagine he does those. He's looking up at the scoreboard. He sees we have 4 fucking shots on net, bro. I just made 4 save of the years. You
And Edmonton
gotta
has
be fucking
22.
kidding me.
And the
I
craziest
would be
part is
so mad.
the third goal that Edmonton got was a flutter. It hit man's in the pad, and then it was like doo-doo-doo-doo, hit the ice, crosses the line. I'm like,
Just barely.
all that effort, and it doesn't matter. And then you guys can't get another one back. He does all these saves, butte after butte after butte. Lets in one flutter, and you guys can't tie it up for him.
Bro, Jesse, I made the mistake. I call it a mistake because Vancouver lost, of staying up to watch this game. And when I saw that puck go in the net, I knew that was going to be the last goal scored in that game, because that's just the way hockey works sometimes.
Or the
Because-
game-winning goal, yeah.
Like, of course, that would be the game-winning goal. Like, would it be unfortunate as fuck? Yes, but was there a 99% chance once that goal was scored that there was going to be no more goals in the game? Yeah, pretty much.
And
All
then-
right, so
Oh my
with that,
No, I'm not fucking done.
you got more?
Fucking done.
Hey,
5-on-3
he could talk about hockey.
Oh, yeah, Steve was ready to
5-on-3
go.
in an NHL game, a professional hockey game. They have 3 players on the ice. You have 5. You can't get it in the net. That whole 2 minutes, you can't get it in the net. Then it becomes 5-on-4. You can't get it in the net. You have it in their zone for 3 minutes and 25 seconds. You can't get it in the net. You had first place for months. You lost it in the end. Comes to playoffs, where are the goals? Where are the goals? Game 7, where are the goals? Nowhere. That's why we're eliminated. Yeah.
Bro, what they are right now is Edmonton like 2 years ago.
Wait a minute.
Jesse, do you
I
want to
just
hear
got
something?
I just got a breaking news. Breaking news. Former NFL wide receiver Antonio Brown has filed for bankruptcy.
Business is not booming.
Hey,
Oh, man.
hey, fucking Jesse, when they had that 4-minute, they had a 4-minute power play in the first period. They didn't get a single shot on net.
Wait for it.
The power
They had 2 shots
aligned.
going into that power play. The power play ended. They still had 2 shots.
It was one of the most pathetic performances I've ever seen in a hockey game, in a game 7. I couldn't sleep last night because I felt that shit that deep.
I don't understand. I understand if in playoffs, a lot of people, a lot of players, they sacrifice the body, they block a lot of shots. How do you not even get one on a 4-minute power play?
4 minutes, not to mention, bro, it was just, they had opportunity after opportunity, outplaying, and could not capitalize on a single thing. A single thing. It was pathetic. I was so depressed. And then, good friend Bookie, who never wins bets, loses bets all the time, had the audacity to put money on Edmonton so he could reverse the curse and then wins money. Like, we were all saying fuck his money because nobody wanted Edmonton. Dallas, I was against you. I wanted nothing to do with you. But now, I'm waving, hoping you get by. Make your way to the Stanley Cup because fuck Edmonton.
No, I still want Dallas over Edmonton.
Holy shit, man. I can't believe we just spent the last 17 minutes fucking making fun of the Canucks. That's hilarious.
Yeah, we should probably move on to the last series for the conference finals. Well, might as well just keep talking about them. We got the Dallas Stars going up against the Edmonton Oilers for the Western Conference Final.
I mean,
Well,
let's just preview this bitch, yeah.
Sorry, I felt like that was a.
Who do we got? And how
I got
many
a bold
games?
take.
Okay, let's hear it.
Stars in 5.
Oh, wow.
I am here for that. Give me all of that.
I see where I'm going to
Beat
be.
it up. 2005.
Oh, yeah, Dylan, you're there. You are flag up, standing on that island. I know.
I see
If
where I'm
you're
going to be.
touching Edmonton, you're on an island. Because me,
I see where I'm
I'll be respectful. It's fuck Edmonton. But I think they can score a lot of goals in any game almost, it seems. So they might sneak 2. I'm going to take them Dallas in 6.
Dallas has the team, and they're just so sound defensively. And they have the offense to complement that. They have the goaltender to complement all of that. They're not Vancouver, where when their goalie's standing on their head,
They don't got his back.
they don't get only
Dallas-
2 shots in one fucking period. Especially when you have a fucking 4-minute power play in that period.
We can't even keep bringing that up, Luke. It's going to piss me off. I don't want to hear I can't. Shit disgusts me. Shit disgusted me. I know boys that played high school hockey that can get out there right now and get me a goal on a 5-on-3, and you guys can't. This is embarrassing.
They couldn't do it. You know what? But here's my reasoning. So I'm just kind of throwing stats and logic out the window. I have 2 players that I need to see in the Stanley Cup Finals that I haven't seen in the Stanley Cup Finals yet. And I'll get to the second one in the next series. But one of them's Connor McDavid. Fucking hell. Best player in hockey, and I just want to see him in the Stanley Cup Finals, me, selfishly. And I have never seen an opportunity for him to actually get there, except for this. I understand the Stars. Really fucking good. Honestly, when it comes to the Western Conference, best team in hockey. No problem saying that shit. But if Edmonton wants to win, they're going to have to take it to 7, so I'm going to give you Edmonton in 7. Because there's no way they're winning in 5 or fucking 4. Maybe 6. No, I don't think so. But yeah, I think McDavid needs to be in the finals. God damn it. It's about time. We're never going to get Matthews, so let's get McDavid.
He's the only one. He's the only one. Every other
I don't want.
player.
I can't have it because if fucking Ken Holland has a chance to get a ring before the Red Wings make fucking playoffs after what he did to our team. I'm going to lose my mind.
All right. Fuck the Oilers. I have completely forgot about this, but now that Luke brought it back up, fuck them.
I didn't say they had to win a ring. I just said they had to go to the Cup.
Yeah, but all they knew, if they get to the Cup finals, all they got to do is win 4 fucking games.
Well, I want them to go to the finals, and then I want Chuck to be in the finals. He's the other guy I want to see in the finals, because I want to see Chuck in the finals as well.
No, ew, yuck to Chuck.
Yuck to Chuck?
Give me Rangers.
The fuck?
All right, I know me and Luke are
All
on
right,
the same page.
well-
Here. Let's get to the next series.
I guess we can get to the next series. In
I don't know what that
Eastern
was.
Conference Final, we have the Florida Panthers taking on the New York Rangers, aka the President's Trophy winners.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where the curse comes into effect because
I
they're
knew
going
it!
up against
Nope.
a powerhouse
You tried to tell me
unit
it's only a round
of the
one
Florida Panthers.
I
Nope.
knew it. Tyler
Nope.
said, the curse is only a round one thing, Dylan. And I said, no, it's a playoff thing. I remember when the Bruins won it all, and then they went to the Cup, and then they had to play the Blues, and they lost because they won the President's Trophy. So I was like, no, it's just a round one thing. And I was like, no, it's a fucking thing. Conference Finals, President's Curse. Give me to Chuck in the Cup. Panthers in 6.
What happens a lot, this is going to be another bold take, is we have a very good rounds 1 and 2, and then the conference finals just don't happen like that. They just usually you find quick series, and I think it's going to happen again. I don't want to see a sweep by the Florida Panthers because last time that happened, they didn't show up to play. I want it to go 6. It might come down to 5, but you know what? I'm just going to lock it at 6. Fuck it.
Hell yeah. Jesse, I don't think we can get the camera on you because Tyler's broken, but you can still get your take.
I can.
Oh, wait.
Listen here. Florida, great team, playing great hockey. That's why they got here. They handled the Bruins, handled the Lightning easily. Rangers, they've been handling their competition, been getting their shit done. But unlike you, Luke, I do think we're going to get a great series. I am taking the Rangers in 7.
Because you have to. They're not going to win in 6.
They could win in 5. Yeah, bold take.
What? Against that team? You think that okay, I'm going to just say this. The reason why I really like the Panthers, I know I'm just really hammering to Chuck. I feel like they are, in my opinion, the bad boys right now. They are the team where they will fuck with you mentally. They will get in your head. They will chirp you. They will do everything in their power to fuck with you mentally. And then when it comes to the ice, like when I saw Chuck on the Pat McAfee show explain the fight with Pasternak, dude, I was like, these guys just like to fight for fun. This is what he said in his words. He goes, we were up 6-1, and I looked at Pasta, and I said, hey, we're fighting. And Pasta was like, no, I don't really want to fight. And he said, no, too bad, we're fighting. And then Pasta was like, okay, fine. No. He goes, so the next time Pasta was on the ice, he goes, I don't run the penalty kill, but I told my coach I'm going. I came out on the ice, I beat the shit out of Pasta, and I went to the box. Keep in mind, this is all while they were up by 5 goals in the third period with 9 minutes to go. Like, that's why I like Florida. They're the bad boys of hockey right now, and I love it.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
I mean, this could be a good series, but
Why are you? I want to know. You might have already said it, and I might have just skipped over it. But why do you think it's not going to be a good series?
because we see it every year. We have a good first and second round, and then when it comes to the top 4 teams, I mean, they could be very good games, but it almost might be like the Tampa Florida series where it's amazing, outstanding games, but one team just keeps getting the edge. One team just keeps getting the edge.
Got you. Okay.
You see it all the time. I'm I want good series. I want both series to be good, but at the same time, I can see these ending quick because of how the past has treated the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree. I can definitely see both series ending quick. You just hope it doesn't.
Yeah, I want to see 6 and 7 for both, like everybody, but at the same time, we could honestly see 2 5-game series. I
think
don't want.
that's the best. Yeah,
I want to
best
say
way to
you'll
put it.
see more fight in the Rangers, but I mean, you kind of saw it in the Carolina Rangers series. Once they got to 3 games and everything, they're up 3, and they just kind of like started cruising and
Hey,
shut
welcome back.
down.
Thanks. I didn't have to restart it. Thank God. That would have taken like 15 minutes.
We actually didn't move on, so you still have a chance to give your take on Florida and the Rangers.
Well, the Rangers already proved the President's Curse doesn't fucking matter, so they're gonna probably go win in 6 against.
See, I told you. He thinks that it's a round one thing.
It's not a round one thing.
Round one, it's not a thing.
It's not a round one thing.
I know it's not a round one thing.
It is just quite boldly not winning the cup.
Look at Ty silently standing on business.
The only reason I can see you thinking that is because there has been in the past.
Look, no one's gonna prove anyone right or wrong right here. I'm just gonna let you think what you want to think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying it's just because there's been a lot of big upsets involving the President's Trophy curse, but it's just not a round. It's not like a full round one thing. It is a playoffs thing.
And with that,
it's just even funnier when it happens in round one because they're playing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that year when Columbus
I feel like
won,
that's when
whatever,
it's having
that
matters.
was wild. Oh, I just realized I was against Tampa. Sorry, Luke.
It was against Tampa. For sure, that's the last time Columbus was in playoffs too.
I was like, yeah, I haven't seen Columbus since. Fucking weirdos. Okay, that's puck, and now we get into basketball. Hell yeah, fuck yeah. It's been a
It was OSU.
The basketball gods have really blessed me and Jesse every night. Happy text, all capital text, exclamation points, all of them. So let's just start it off with the 2 series that ended in such glorious fashion. Starting off with Minnesota and Denver. So we had the Denver Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves, and me and Jesse were sitting here nervous. Jesse, he sent me a meme in the morning. And it was like laying in bed, girl, what you thinking about? And you're just staying up at night, and it's just Game 7, Denver and the Minnesota. And I was like, dude, he's right. And all NBA fans are like, please, you got to save us Anthony Edwards. It's not that Jokic is a bad guy. It's just we know what we want. God damn it, did we get it? Oh, my God. It was a great game.
A long game. Long game. We had the biggest comeback in a Game 7 in playoff history. No team has ever came back from a halftime 15-plus point deficit. They were 25-0. Home teams in Game 7, 125 and 53. It was 52 before Indiana beat the Knicks. But the odds were against the Timberwolves, and they did not make it any better. Anthony Edwards was shooting like 3 for 8.
He shot 6 for 24.
He was shooting like 3 for 15 in the first.
Yeah.
Or like 3
He
for.
He didn't have a good shooting performance at all. He shot 2 for 10 for 3. So but I want to talk about somebody that I was texting you about. They put him in with 6.5 minutes left because Cat hit 5 fouls.
And that was when the Cat got his 5th foul. I was sitting here watching the game, and I'm like, that ghost-ass foul did not just get called for his 5th. They know he can't foul out this early. And that call was pure bullshit.
It was bullshit.
Murray flopped his top half, and there was no call there.
Hey, that might have been a fucking blessing in disguise, though, because from that call brought in Naz Reid. And god damn it, did this motherfucker take over the game. And when I say take over the game, I don't mean in terms of like a Steph Curry making every shot. I mean defensively, I watched him go down and block Jokic on 2 consecutive different drives. Like, Jokic got blocked, they went down and scored, came down. Jokic got blocked again by him, came down, and then he got a dunk. Then the next possession came down, drew 2 fouls. Then the next possession drew 2 more fouls. I was sitting over here like, okay, Naz, fucking get you some. Holy shit. Like, he came on the court when they were down by 3 or 4. He left when they were up by 3 or 4, put Cat back on the court, and then from that point forward, they were just playing defensive ball. God damn it, I will say this. Rudy Gobert, holy shit. That motherfucker basically just gave up. And when I say gave up, I don't mean like he stopped trying on defense, but he basically, whenever Jokic would come down and play, I don't know the correct word, post up. Whenever Jokic would post up on him in the beginning of the series, in the early games, he would, at least have his hands up, blocking this and that. The motherfucker Rudy was playing defense against him this game, like how my dad plays defense against me when we play in the fucking driveway. When he just goes like this, he scored. Pass it in. Like, he basically was just like, yeah, Jokic, he's going to score every fucking time, so it is what it is. And then I watched Naz Reid come in and play some fucking defense. So, sorry, can't all be positives with Minnesota, but shout out to Naz, and more importantly, shout out to the fact that Jokic was in his fourth quarter bag, where normally whenever he gets in that bag, you can't stop him, where he shot 5 for 7 in the fourth quarter, finished with 34 points, 19 rebounds, which tells you he was getting every basketball, and still Minnesota was able to contain that team, beat the defending champions.
Minnesota won a game where Anthony Edwards shot 6 for 24, and it was against...
Anthony Edwards shot 6 for 4. Jokic dropped 34-19, and Jamal Murray dropped 35. And Minnesota won that game.
Defense.
That's literally, yes. Because nobody on Minnesota dropped any crazy performances. Cat and McDaniels dropped 23, and that was the highest numbers for anybody. So, yeah. But we got to move on to major W. Me and Jesse, very happy. Very, very happy. Next series that we have to move on to is Dallas and OKC. It just got even better. It was just back-to-back nights of fucking great basketball for your boy. So Dallas and OKC this, in my opinion, was the better game in terms of than the Denver-Minnesota game. This game was fucking close the entire game. It just went back and forth.
Yes,
Dallas, I believe, won by a point. Yeah, 117, 116. Yeah, they won by a point at the end of the day. I got worried going into halftime because I was like, Shai already has 24. Here we go. Shai already has 24, and he's missed 2 shots. We're fucked. But luckily, Shai finished with 36, and that 24 only was a 12 points in the second half. Kyrie, best game he's had in the playoffs. I don't give a fuck. People are going to say, number-wise, he shot 9 for 23. I don't get Kyrie, best game he's had in the playoffs. He was the first time in a long time, honestly since Boston, that he controlled the floor from a point position. He played shooting guard, he played point guard. He played both when Luka would come in and out. And he actually ran the floor. And what I mean by that is open looks to Hardaway, the no look, the dribble, the flame. I was like, okay, Kyrie's in his bag. Kyrie goes in the locker room. Kyrie gets emotional because he hasn't played this good. And he knows him getting emotional was basically me saying he knows he hasn't played this good in so long. So love that. But I want to give Kyrie his flowers because it's been a while. Luka dropped a triple-double because of fucking course he did. He could close his eyes and he's going to have 10 rebounds and 10 assists. And also, I wanted to make sure I shouted him out. Derek Lively, the rookie. 15 rebounds, most rebounds he had in his career. I know I texted him about you. He played big ball. And if you're going to go into Minnesota, he is going to be somebody that is going to have to continue to have 10-plus rebound games and these double-doubles because we know how good they are defensively and they're big guys. So you need to counter that with your Derek Lively's and so on.
that series is going to be very interesting.
Yes.
Very interesting because I do not know how. See, here's the thing. Dallas and Minnesota.
Yeah.
Minnesota's been playing very good defense, but Jamal Murray is not Kyrie Irving.
That's such a crazy statement to make. I know that what we're seeing right now is what we're seeing, but like this man just won an NBA championship, and Kyrie has been what he's doing for the past couple years. That's just crazy that you made that statement.
Because you can't. At the end of the day, you can slow down Kyrie. You can make Kyrie inefficient in one aspect, but like we saw in Game 6, if it's not Kyrie isn't capable of playing a different method than being the scorer. It's just it hasn't truly been required for him. He has been able to have that MPJ style where he's got the green light for the most part.
He does, yeah.
He has the green light, just like Luka has. They both have that same respect of we have green lights. Coach knows. But it's just, man, I don't know if you don't really have defense for those two. You just don't. I don't think Anthony Edwards can guard Luka. And I know Nas, McDaniels, they're probably going to have to deal with Luka.
I don't think you can guard Luka and Kyrie. And then I think you, on the counteract, when it comes to Dallas and how they play defense, they can't guard Anthony Edwards. No, they cannot. So really, you're going to see Luka, full bag of potential, run the perimeter. You're going to see Ant run the interior, and that's going to be the battle. Whose pieces are going to help? And by pieces, I mean Cat and Rudy, or PJ, Kyrie.
Cat's been a bucket.
I know. I'm saying who's gonna help?
And I don't think Cat's gonna have to get into foul trouble.
Cat is so sassy, isn't he?
Shit, that's the zestiest player we got in the league.
He's so sassy. Oh my god, I see him run up and down the court.
How much you want us to lose? We've been losing for 20 years.
I don't know how we've never talked about any of those interviews, but god damn it, Cat never changed.
Nah.
Then he goes and streams and he's like, "Hey, what's going on, everybody?"
It's gonna be a great series between Dallas and Minnesota.
Yes, 100%. And the other series that we will talk about in a second, but we just have to quickly mention. The Indiana Pacers beat the shit out of the Knicks, and the Knicks didn't have Jalen Brunson
for the last 6 minutes of the game. Don't make it seem like
they didn't have the whole fourth quarter. That man had one hand. Okay,
should have got out. He was playing. You on that court? You on that court? You ball.
The fourth quarter.
You on that court? You ball.
It was apparent. Yeah, and then also the fact that people were trying to say that was the reason they lost is hilarious, considering that the Pacers broke a fucking best field goal percentage in a Game 7 in NBA history. Like, what the fuck?
I'm watching this game at work, and niggas are looking at me crazy because I keep stepping back from the girl. I'm like, shit. How good are they shooting? 76%. Wait, the team is shooting 76%. They've only missed 5. Oh. We're hooping today.
We're hooping. Yeah, these motherfuckers weren't missing shit. So everyone was talking about
crazy.
Yeah, everyone was talking about excuses for the Knicks of this and that. No, when you have a team that shoots like that, I'm sorry, bro. You're not beating them.
The announcer said, "Well, Indiana's shooting percentage has gone down quite a bit. It's gone from 76 to 70." That's all you can say because they're still making 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Well, if a team is shooting at a 70% clip, I don't care how good you're playing. If you're not shooting at a 71% clip, you're not winning that game.
You're fucked.
You're not.
And what's more impressive is to do that as an underdog team in one of the most hostile environments in MSG in a Game 7. Shoot at a 70% clip. That's fucking impressive.
Man, Halliburton 4 for 5 from 3. Then with 6 for 7. And DiVincenzo on the other side is trying.
Your cat's trying to climb out.
I've been scratching flat surfaces. Don't ask me. But DiVincenzo was matching Halliburton shot for shot, and it was just hilarious because it's like, you guys are down 17 points, and somebody on your team has 35 and is shooting 5 for 7 from 3. But the rest of your team is shooting 30%, and theirs is shooting 67.
Dante DiVincenzo dropped 40 points, and not a single fucking report was made about it.
Because
He dropped 40 points, shot 11 for 21, 9 for 15 from 3, and no one said a fucking word.
Not a word.
The 70% clip, that's how I talked about. Yeah, you're fucked. All right, so Boston, Indiana. Game 1 was played last night. I texted Jesse and let him know right before overtime that things were happening. And by things, I mean, fuck, man. I'm not going to lie. I got pissed. So Indiana was first half of the game. Indiana got their ass beat. It wasn't bad in terms of like they were only down by a couple points, but Boston was running the floor. They started off on a 12-0 run. Boston was controlling the paint first half of the game. They went up by 13 points in the second half. The Pacers came back in the fourth quarter. Actually, the end of the third quarter, they were heating up, and to carry that into the fourth quarter, we're cooking them in the fourth quarter. Everything was pointing, this is a Pacers road dub. They need to take this win. If you know basketball and you know if you're this big of an underdog, you need to take any game you can get. Jaylen Brown, with fucking 2 seconds to go in the game, takes a broken three-pointer where he's leaning into the player, looking for the foul, doesn't get the foul, somehow makes the three. We go into overtime. Lucky-ass broken shot. I'm sorry. That shit made me so mad.
As all this is happening, I've completely forgotten the Pacers game is even on. I get a text from Dylan, and I'm like, Dylan's texting me. Basketball game is still getting played. What's the score of this game? End of regulation.
It was end of regulation when you were asking.
I
was like,
I'm like, oh shit. Oh,
we're
man.
going to overtime.
I can catch the end of this game. Let's go.
And so what happened in overtime, Jesse?
What happened in overtime? The Pacers shit the bed.
Halliburton, actually. I don't
No. Because defense was bad. The rotations were bad. Passes were bad. The handling was bad. The press was bad. You were down by 6. You came back to 3. You let bald-headed White get a clean pass off. He read you like a book, Halliburton. He was like, oh, there's 2 guys. I'm going to throw it to the short guy. And you immediately went for the bait. And he threw it to the guy that you left uncovered right near the half-court line. My bad. Don't get me wrong. For some reason, Mans has lit up this season. He's shooting better, scoring more points than any season he's played. Jason Tatum is making the daggers. Jaylen Brown made you a clutch three-pointer, toes not on the line, heels not out of bounds. With 5:7 to go, the stars aligned for the Celtics.
Yep.
But can they be that lucky all series?
No, they don't need it. Want to know why? Let's talk about what all the counteract of it.
Yeah.
Indiana had a chance to take this game in regulation, and they didn't. They choked it. They lost it in regulation. And the problem is, like we mentioned before, when you are as heavy as an underdog as they are in this series, you need to take these games.
And you know, something else I want to fucking talk about. Why this is an NBA game. You cannot look me in my face and tell me by 2 minutes left, by 3 minutes left in overtime, one team has only shot for 3 fouls. You cannot tell me in an NBA game that there is only 3 fouls committed by a team and 14 by the other. Regulation, they only had 2 fouls.
Yeah.
To Boston's 11, 13. And one's up the ass.
Yeah, like that block. Like that block in overtime?
Where was the officiating? Are we being soft or are we being hard? Are we letting them play or are we not? Because 26 free throws and 6 is a huge difference. That's screaming Kings and damn, this is way before my time. I can't remember the other team right now, but it was bullshit. And this was bullshit. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
To just give you a final black and white. Who
Pacers
won how many
in
games?
Pacers in 7.
Pacers in 7.
Pacers in 7.
Is that what you want, or is that what you think?
Pacers win another Game 7 in a hostile environment to make their first finals appearance in too many years for me to recall.
I think America's NBA championship would be Dallas and Indiana. I just think everyone would just be happy.
No, Minnesota, Indiana is America.
Either way, though, right?
Bring that European ball into the final.
For Luka to get a ring, we'd be happy either way, right?
That is true, but he's going to get Dirk Nowitzki. He's only going to get one with the Mavs.
Yes, I agree. But I'm just saying, either way, we'd be happy because, yeah.
And Hardaway, hold on.
And then, real quick, we didn't say Dallas or Minnesota. Who do you have and how many? I have Dallas in 7.
Minnesota in 6.
Okay.
But I would love Minnesota in 7 because Game 7's a lit.
I have Dallas in 7, and then I have Boston in 6. I want to, but I have to be realistic here. All right. That is the NBA playoffs. God damn, it's so fucking good to be a basketball fan. Let's just hope that it stays that way. All right. Boom, that's basketball. That's fucking baseball. That's hockey. We even threw in college football for you. So be satisfied. That is the podcast, and thank you guys for watching. If you want to check us out on the socials, please do so over at Sharps Network. You can do so over on X, over on Instagram, over on YouTube, and over on, there's one more, Instagram. And thank you guys so much for watching. Also, make sure you go over to the Sharps betting app over on the App Store. Download it. Use promo code TYCO011 when you sign up. And the next time that we will be live is Saturday. I assume 11 o'clock. That's the normal time. But that's why you turn on notifications and you subscribe so that you can find out when we are live. We appreciate all you beautiful people for watching. Do something good for somebody and then do something fucking good for somebody else. Why not? Have a good one. I'm McDilly. We'll see you next time. Peace!
Sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tail your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharps securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more, so you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community.